right, hello everybody. Mount Manus 2018 about to announce the Elite 8 winners. Special guest star coming in later on in our update here, but we're going to get right to the action. Big matchup. Mike Fia on the redemption trail going up against Rich Schwartz this week. Fia, 133% of his target to Rich Schwartz's 92.7. I thought the sneaky one might have something to put in on Friday, but he's going down to Fia in flames. Bringing us up to one-trick pony Chris Lubick against Grant Hill, the Southern gentleman. Lubick selling to his one account, did not muster enough like he did last week in his upset over Chad Harrison. So Grant Hill takes that one, sets up a big Elite 8 matchup between Grant and Fia. It's a Southeast grudge match coming up next week for you. Moving up top, Bob Aarons, Mansur Machi up in Canada. Mansur is on a hot streak, 120% of his weekly target to Bob's 48.3%. So Bob Aarons, the Northeast powerhouse, goes down to Mansur, the swinging Canadian up there, writing some big numbers again, including a lot of Mustang. Remember that Mustang counts 2 times towards your goal. Next up, Lee Smith. Nobody knows about her. She's coming out of nowhere. She goes up against the Midwest Zone version of Methuselah, Chip Owen, and Lee wins 56.9% of her target to Chip's 41%. Nice run for Chip, ends after a huge week last week in the round of 32. So Lee moves on to the Elite 8. Big tough match against Mansur Machi. So we will see what happens there. Moving over to the other bracket, Dave Brunners had a hot streak of those hospitality mounts. Apparently cooled off. Mark Ames could not keep up with his demand. So Dave goes down this week to Randy, who Randy threw up a 23% to his weekly target, so I'm sure Randy's holding something big for his Elite 8 matchup. Brian Levine upset Mark Tuzo the week before, going up against Dan Hartman, the 2-time champ. Comes in 86% for Dan Hartman to Brian's 57%. Brian, nice job on the contest. You lasted longer than everyone in your group except Lubick, and he only sells to HSN, so it doesn't really matter anyway. So next week we got a battle in the Northeast. Hartman and Randy Williams going at it to see who goes to the Final Four out of that Northeast bracket. Up next, Michael Butler against Dave Medema. Dave still trying to, I like to call him Todd Teachner 2, Todd the second, Little Teach, whatever you want to call him, but Dave did not muster up. Close match, 45.7% for Dave, 51.4% for Mike Butler, and Mike moves on to our Elite 8. And then that brings us up to our number 1 seed, Tom Keefe, who's been riding hot ever since we even had the play-in rounds, going up against Kevin Welling. Kevin sells Pyros mounts to Banks. I don't know what else he does, but that's, he does that very well. But Kevin Welling pulls off the upset of the week, 10.5% of his quota to Tom Keefe's 6.8%. So Tom Keefe is now done. We're going to bring in right now from the West Coast, just got off the red eye from Seattle, Mr. Kevin Welling, Vice President of Sales. Welcome to Mount Manus. Kevin, how you doing?
Thank you. I mean, I'm kind of excited to see the Hartman matchup. Randy's a sneaky guy, so that might work out good.
He's from the school of Tuzo.
Grant and Fia, it might be time for Grant to squash Fia. I might have to give it to Butler over me, though, just because, well, I'm prettier, but he might sell more, so I don't know. It's going to be interesting next week to see who the winners are.
Kevin, glad you could make it out here. Gift card winners this week. First place goes to Mike Fia with 133. Brian Marinello, although knocked out of the bracket, came in second place with a gift card. And then third place went to Mansur up north in Canada. Folks, we'll see you next week with our Final Four. Thank you very much. Keep selling those mounts. Kevin, thanks for coming out, brother.
Thanks again for doing all the work. Appreciate it.